Hello everybody and welcome back to Katawa Shoujo, where we're continuing from where we left off. Alright, let's get to it. It's weird how Emmy and I can keep from seeing one another after class now. Actually, I'd venture to say that it's vaguely disturbing. As easily as we'd come together, we seem to have split apart without much trouble. Well, I guess that's not exactly true. We'd both been pretty bummed after the last night together. And we get to see each other every morning for our runs, and just our runs, I might add. Lunch too. I especially enjoy lunchtime with her. We have plenty of time to talk about everything outside of school, whereas the morning run have become increasingly businesslike. I think it's because Emmy wants to make up for our foolery in the storage shed. But no matter how much we joke at lunch, I can't help feeling a little worried about her. She seems distracted more often, and I've caught her fidgeting nervously more than once. Never figured her to be someone who cared that deeply about exams, but they certainly seem to be taking her toll, even though they haven't even started. This is just the run-up, the deep breath before the plunge. Well, tomorrow, the real trial begins. Or the real exams, anyway. As for me, I actually don't feel that worried about exams at all. I'm not sure why. I mean, they're pretty important. My scores here will determine my odds of getting into a good university. Hell, if I'm too cavalier now, cavalier? It could spell doom for my academic career. But going into them, I feel confident and I will come out on the other side okay. Mattel thinks I've got the science examination locked up, at any rate. Or as he says, the last thing that should give you trouble is my exam, Miss Howe. It's way beneath your talent. Then again, it is Mattel who's telling me this. His praise of me carries the veiled implication that anything less than perfect for me would be a disappointment, which has actually caused me to fret more than I should about the exam. It's for that reason that I find myself in the library after class, poring over the textbooks. Pretty simple things to look over. Some formulas of velocity, a few bits about friction. A walk in the park compared to my dreaded English exam. Never was good with languages. As I flip through my notes one more time, my mind begins to wander. After the exams are over, things should get easier. Soon we'll be graduated. Then off to college, hopefully. I remember my abortive attempt to find out what Emmy's plans to do after high school. She avoided the subject pretty deftly, as I recall. Heck, it seems that just about every time I push too hard, she dances around the subject. Or distracts me through other means. Like a few days ago at lunch, when Rin wasn't around. Heh. I've done it! I'm started from my Rivivivi by Yuko's triumphant shout. Gah! Yuko seems mortified at my starting. Oh my god, oh my god. I'm so sorry. I just got, and I really wasn't, and it's just that. As she shudders, I move to quickly calm her down before she gets too agitated. Whoa, hey. My words seem ineffective. Excuse me. Yuko continues to work herself into a complete frenzy. And it's a library. I shouldn't be. Easy there, Tiger. Calm down. And really, I'm setting a bad example, and now I'll get fired because I can't do anything right. Yuko. Shouting seems to work, though. I draw the ire of several other students in the library. Yuko snaps to attention like a soldier who just heard the captain bark an order. Sawi, Sawi! Calm down. It's okay. You just startled me a little, and it's only because I was daydreaming instead of studying. So really, you got me back on task. This is a complete lie, but it seems to work. Yuko takes a deep breath and seems to calm down a little, though she keeps shifting around with a nervous energy that seems awfully familiar. So, what's get you so excited anyway? The Yamako cat burglar. To her credit, Yuko manages to convey her intense excitement in a whisper. I think I know who it is. I got an anonymous tip as to their identity. So I did some spying, and I think the tipster was right. Oh, really? And who was this burglar? Yuko shuts her mouth, shaking her head decisively. Nope, I can't tell you that. Why not? It's between me and the burglar. The burglar. I can't risk you warning him that I'm on his game. He could tip his hand early and blow town. Then I'm left with no perp. When did Yuko start talking like a hard-boiled detective? I wouldn't warn them. Why would I care? If you get to ask the question, then you don't need to know. That doesn't seem to make any sense, but okay. Congratulations, I guess. Thanks, arigato. What for? The cat burglar thing. Yuko nods and smiles appreciatively. So, studying for exams? Well, that was the plan. I'm not having much luck, though. Really? Is it because you can't find a book? I'm really sorry. I've been meaning to clean the shelves up for weeks, but I keep getting distracted. I'm so sorry. Whoa, wait a second. It's not that. I've got my books right here. To illustrate the point and hopefully calm Yuko down, I show her the textbook in front of me. My mind just keeps wandering is all. Is it because of the noise in here? I'm trying to be more strict about the noise levels, but I can't bring myself to yell at people. I mean, aren't their lives hard enough without me throwing my authority around? No, it's not the noise level either, I promise. I'm just... hell, I don't know. Worried about Emmy? Worried about us? Worried about what happens after we graduate? Emmy's been kind of weird lately. What do you mean? Well, you know how we're dating now. I just don't know that we're actually, a couple. Or at least I don't know that we're beyond friends. Though friends normally don't do the sort of things we do. Physically, we're a couple. Coupling, at least. It's like every time I try to find out more about her, or about what she wants to do with her life, she dodges the question. Like the other day, I was asking to her at lunch about some schools I've been looking into. And I asked her, have you looked into any schools lately? She shrugs in response, says no, and when I ask her why not, she says she doesn't think that far ahead. I asked why she had that policy, and she suddenly realized that I'm about to start describing and wisely describe, and wisely decides to clam up. She what? I must know. She changed the subject. Wouldn't talk about it. Maybe it's an uncomfortable subject for her. Or she just doesn't think it needs explaining. Yeah, but it's not just that. Every time I try to find out what's been bothering her, she changes the subject too. It's like she likes being with me, but not getting close to me. Now that I've said it out loud, I feel worse. Yuko's disgust. What? Yuko disgust? Oh, wait. Yuko digests this bit of information. Oh, that makes sense. It seems to me that you're more serious about this than she is. I could almost feel my stomach twist into a knot. She's right. That's exactly what it seems like. But is that really what's going on? I mean, sorry, I'm just talking nonsense. You shouldn't take my advice. You barely know me. I'm just a librarian and I'm single, so you can't imagine I can't be talking about. No, I think you have a point. As much as it hurts to even consider it, Yugo seems to try desperately to find a way to soften the blow somewhat. Look, I'm probably wrong, but if you want to be sure of how obliviously wrong I am, maybe you should just talk to her. Get some time alone and just ask about it. And don't let her change the subject either. Yeah, maybe I should do that. Or maybe I should just enjoy what I have. We have fun hanging out after all. And the runs are nice, and the other activities are nice, and talking to her is nice. Do I really need to get closer to her? What I've got right now is pretty good. But that's silly. I want to get closer to her. I want to be able to help her out with whatever is bothering her. But maybe I should wait until the exams are over. Maybe she'll brighten up once the stress has passed. If she does, then I don't need to worry about it anymore. But if she doesn't, well, I'll cross the bridge when I come to it. When I come to it. I thank Yuko for her advice and head back to my room. Maybe I'll be able to concentrate more on my studies in there. La da da, broken heart. La da. I'm like so tempted to say what Child says during those little cutscenes. I leave the room after finishing my final exam and breathe a sigh of relief. As I hoped the exams weren't so bad, I managed to breeze through just about everything but the English final. And even that was acceptable. I wonder how Emmy did. Even more so, how she's doing. She looked terrible at lunch today. I mean, she was pretty happy to be out of her wheelchair, but she was so exhausted. Something's been wearing her down, and I'm starting to really doubt that it was just the exams. Should I confront her about this, though? My musing is interrupted by a tap on the shoulder. Hey, so, you got a minute? For sure, player. Let's talk. Yeah, I got some time. No important to be, or anything like that. Mattel raises his eyebrow as if questioning my statement, then beckons me back into the classroom. Excuse me. I wanted to get some feedback from you today if I could. I know that this course wasn't quite up to your level. Don't worry about it. The science club activities more than made up for it. Did they? Well, in fact, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Do you think that was worthwhile activity just for my own reference? Well, yeah. It was a great way to go further than we did in class. Definitely worthwhile. Mattel seems delighted by my response. That's great! Exactly the sort of thing I was hoping for. You know, Lisa, I'm glad you came here. It was always good to have a student who really got into the subject you teach. In a way, it makes dealing with the rest of the students more tolerable. You're a bright kid, too. You took to stuff like a duck to water, or something, or some other such simile. Thanks. You were a great help, especially with the college stuff. There's one more thing, Hisao. A bit of advice, from one scientist to another. I'm a scientist? What's that? What does a scientist do? Observe the world around him. Exactly. Good. A simple question. but one that most people can't seem to answer. That's the essence of a scientist, is how we observe what's there and try to figure it out. But what if there's something you can't figure out? What's a scientist to do if he can't observe something? How, for example, can we talk about quakes when nobody has ever actually seen one? Or black holes when observing them directly is impossible? Well, scientific equipment's pretty advanced. Matao irritably waves away my response. No, that's not it at all, you dumb fuck. Those are tools. I'm trying to give you a philosophy. Think! If you can't observe something directly, then how can you observe it? Guess. How? How would you guess the movement of a quake or quark? I've been saying quake, it's quark. What is your guess based on? Of course. I should have had thought of this earlier. The things it affects. Matao claps his hands together excitedly and whoops. Whoop, there it is. Yes, exactly. Good. Remember that, Hasao. If you can't examine something directly, it's because you're looking at it wrong. You have to look at it differently if you want to uncover the truth. And if it eludes you, then look at what it leaves behind. That is the essence of being a scientist. We never stop looking for the answer. Never take anything for granted. Observe, experiment, and observe some more. There's a lot of stuff out there that makes no sense as how. Your job is to get it to make sense. Get it to make sense. If nothing else, I hope you've learned that here. I think I can remember that. Matao smiles satisfied. Good. Now go enjoy your time off. You've earned it. I leave the room feeling a little confused. What brought that on? Although, am I going about this thing with Emmy the wrong way? If she won't tell me, then I can go about it some other way. The question keeps spinning in my head, even after I made my way back to my room. What if she gets angry about it? Besides, what if it's nothing? If I can go in and refuse to leave until she tells me what's wrong with something, won't that come off as clingy? I don't want to start a fight or anything, or over something like this. Maybe I should just drop the matter and see how she is tomorrow before I do anything. Would it be so bad just to let it go? It's not like we don't enjoy each other's company. But as it sounds, I really want to help her. I don't even know what with or if there's anything at all she needs help for. But I want to. Suddenly a knock at my door rouses me. I open it to see goddamn Kenji. Oh, it's you. It's me, that's it? If you had any idea what I've been through, what I've done, you'd be happier to see me, dude. I mean, that was some epic you may never see me again shit. And here, you're just acting like I went down to the store for some milk. You're cold, man, Hasao. I really respect that. Thanks, I guess. It's smart to play it safe, you know. Don't show any emotion. Keep your cards close to your chest. Unless it's time to show your cards, or if you have bad cards, then you should fold or collect your winnings. Do you understand? Yeah, that makes perfect sense. I take it, mission went well? Whoa, awfully nosy of you, isn't it? You can't just go saying things like that. Things are at a delicate stage. One wrong move and BAM! The invasion succeeds. I thought you were going to blow the conspiracy wide open. It's bigger than I thought. I need to update my charts. Probably change some of the puppets around. Want to help? I got some whiskey from somewhere. You can fill me in on everything your investigation has turned up. Better not. I'm supposed to meet her today. Gotta go do that. Can't raise suspicion. Kenji nods in approval. Still keeping it close to the chest, eh? Okay, man, I respect that. Good luck. Um, thanks. What? I'm just going to pretend for the sake of my own sanity. That he's wishing me luck in talking to Emmy. And if I squint, the whole card analogy he was talking about works here. Time to lay it all on the table. Or see if I can't, what? See if I can't get Emmy to do so rather. With a sense of something approaching purpose, I head for Emmy's room. I hop up the stairs leading to her room and knock on her door. Who's there? Huh, that's odd. Her voice sounds a little choked. Hey, it's me. Thought I'd stop by. Hisao? Come on in. I reach down to open the door, only to find that it's locked. More and more curious. The door's locked. Oh yeah, sorry, give me a minute. In a few minutes, Emmy opens the door grinning. Sorry, I had to put my legs on. I was napping. Despite her grin, there's something definitely off. Emmy's eyes are slightly red, and it looks like she's been crying. Hey, no problem. Are you okay? Huh? Yeah, I'm fine. It just looks like you've been crying. Are you crying, Emmy? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Sal. You're off to a great start on this one. What? Nah. I'm fine. I'm just happy to see you. Oh shit. She punctuates this with a long kiss that continues at the door slammed shut behind us. With this kiss, I think I'm gonna stop here. Just to make sure there's no nudity. So, next time, we'll continue from here. Maybe, if there's no nudity. See you guys later.